Welcome back, or rather, hello to a new game for me. I'm not sure if it's for you guys and gals watching right now, but I don't know. But for me, it's new. So yeah, hopefully this game would be a banger. And now I already kick start. Don't forget to subscribe to support this channel. Like, comment down below. Don't like the video, dislike it. No problem with me. No problem at all. Yeah, I'm fine. Alright. Every few months or so, our camp receives a handful of new recruits to be trained. Interesting. It's been said that we'll be having 15 or so recruits. Not sure what the exact numbers are, but it's around there. Yet no matter what their background or familial status is, these candidates all come for the same reason, and this month is no different. They can't fully control their magical powers and have a mana addiction. They're here to be rehabilitated and tempered as prime candidates for the Academy, the Empire's premier university of magic. And it's my job as the lieutenant to make sure that they are fully trained and able to get through their trials. They're not very easy to manage on a good day, and I'm not sure how well I will be able to do it. I only graduated from military college very recently. I'm not too much older than the recruits myself. So this person is young, the character we're playing as. I can't help but wonder if they will listen to me properly. I walk over to the gate along with the other guards to find the new recruits coming out of their wagons. All of yous, get out here. We're not here to play around, so up and at 'em. My goodness. I'm gonna have to say they're wearing very skimpy clothes. If you're asking what they look like, if you're not sure what they look like and you're really curious, you can search it on the Google Images if you want to, the game, and then check out the characters. Without another word, I see 1, 2, 3, and many more recruits slip out of the vehicle and into the ground. I look at our cohort to see who we're dealing with, but as I run through each person one by one, they all seem to have something going for them, something unique to say about them. Are you telling me there are 15 characters here, or these 4 are the main characters we can riz, you know what I'm saying? Make a relationship out. Our Mac game. Be Mackin' while teaching. Don't do that, by the way, if you're gonna be a teacher. You can tell just even at the distance, their styles of attitude and figure all vary from head to toe. One lion with swagger, 2 twin panthers with identical spots, a frisky cat, a calmly patient leopard, and intimidating wolf, to name a few. But for all of them, unlike some of the villagers I've met, even the younger ones, they appear quite mystically bold. Bold in spirit, daring at least, like they're fully imbued with the mana that surrounds them. They all must have a strong affinity for magic. This must be the most talented batch I've seen so far, ever since I've taken on my role as a guard. Well, in any case, they don't seem that bad for the time being. From what I can see now, they just need to learn how to control their powers. Stand straight, head tall. This is not going to be some pushover camp, you know. The 3 stand in silence and do as they're told. Good, now that any form of defiance would be replied with swift punishment. He begins to pace back and forth with his hands behind his back in an attempt to exude authority. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. Looks like it's someone new. I should talk some sense into him before it goes too far. He shouts some nonsense and only provokes their anger. All of yous will have no freedoms, no privileges. You're only here to be trained and tested until you're proven your worth. You'll eat, sleep, drink your training until all of you filthy mongrels are authority cleansed from the inside and out. The guard continues to scold them, looking down at them as if they're scum of the earth, brought in with no other reason but to be corrected. I really hope there's more. It's a visual novel. Yes, I hope it's it's a dating simulator in the sense that my options, as the player, we actually somewhat affect the ending. Maybe we're too mean, maybe we picked the wrong person. I don't know. That's what I like about those games. There are some games, if I do make a review in the future, maybe, big if, like Sakura Succubus, it's a decent game overall, but it lacks It's more of a visual novel, really. It's like it's like I'm reading a comic, reading it out loud. Okay, going back to the game. One, however, starts to defy the order that's been set out, attempting to confront the guard. Damn. The tall, irascible, long-haired wolf steps forward out of line in order to show this high guard who's boss. Alright, lady, let's see how it's popping. She audaciously walks up to him, expressing a kind of reckless beauty that I don't find in most girls. Okay, what the hell do you think that I'm going to... what the hell? Do you think that I'm going to bend over backwards and just take things as they are? Like, do you even know who I am? I could probably rip you to shreds if I wanted to. Ha! I like to see you try, you maggot! Fine, as you wish. Don't say that I didn't warn you. Suddenly, as an ominous air of mana begins to swirl around her, the recruits in line start to back away from her. Her black violet hair sways in the wind as her eyes grow dark with malice. Then, in a flash of anger, she begins to uncontrollably radiate mana of a red hue. The air starts to humidify as the guard, at the sheer sight of her power, cowers in fear. Okay, I get it. You win, okay? You win! Psh, you coward. You think I'm going to let you off the hook so easily? She devilishly glares at the guard, ready to show him no mercy. Aha! You're now mine for the taking! I don't know why I'm trying to make a deeper voice for it. It should just be normal voice. Wait, but please, I take back what I said. Just no more. Damn, I'm too late to shut this fool up. This isn't good. I've seen incidents like this before, time and time again. Candidates would become totally consumed by their mana-addicted frenzies. You have to calm her down or stall her quickly before she eventually loses her mind. Where's the headmaster when you need her? I immediately step in. That's us? Wow, man, we look badass. Damn. I immediately step in between them with sword at the ready in hand. To try and do my best to resolve the issue, my sword can neutralize magic, but it wasn't designed with a mana storm like this in mind. It seems to be my only option. I can't use destructive magic without hurting the girl and the other students, and I know basic spells won't do the trick. Oh? And who's this? Do you wish to share the same awaited fate as your friend here? Because I don't mind as long as I'm the one that stands on top. There's plenty of pain to go around. I don't have much time to react. What should I do? Oh yes! Yes, I like this already. Two options. 50-50 guys. 50-50 everyone. Talk some sense into her, I know, but she's like in her danger mode right now. So logically, if I was in issues, stall for time, I'm gonna spar with her, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this seems like my best bet. I wouldn't want to incite her any further. I continue to maintain my fighting pose without saying a word or flinching. A silent one, are you? Or is it because you're too afraid to speak in the face of fear? I'm only defending my comrade. He's an idiot, sure, but it's my responsibility. Nothing more, nothing less. If I must, I'll subdue you, so turn away while you can. Well, hopefully she'll take the bluff and run with it, because there's no doubt that I can't break her without hurting others. I just don't have the peaceful means to fight against mana users of her caliber. Oh, how interesting. Now I see you for who you are. You're rather the kind of guy that can stand up for himself. That's what I like to see someone with some fight in them. Maybe you'll be the one that can find and entertain me in battle. So come on, show me what you can do. Damn it, this isn't exactly what I wanted to happen. She's too dangerous for other students to even consider testing her power with them here. The bottom line is to hold the line and to avoid conflict for as long as I can manage. Fight only whenever necessary. So, are you going to move or something? Maybe you should use your sword. Swiping from underneath? Aster. Really? Wait, that's our name? Aster? Aster Buster? No, I'm just kidding. Alright, that's Crafting Kingdoms, everybody. I'm waiting for that to keep on updating. Like maybe version 1.8 and I'll download it and we'll continue to start from there. Really? Nothing? Nothing at all? She shakes her head in disappointment. Why is it that I've got to always be the one to make them dance? It always ends up this way in the end. Well, whatever. It's faster this way, I guess. Without another word, her figure begins to grow darker and darker, descending further to that point of no return. As her claws grow longer and sharper, her hair becomes more grotesquely disheveled and her body gnarled. But please, no! I don't want to die. Screw whatever principle I established. Fighting her at this rate is a death sentence. I don't think I can stall any longer. It'll be only a matter of time before she destroys us all, and if I don't do anything. I glance over my shoulder to find all the guards started with fear. Some recruits, however, remain unfazed at the transformation of their fellow peer. By the looks of it, they probably can tap and feed into their mana-addicted frenzies in this way, like rebellions on the loose. There'll be no telling what could happen if they all are to go on a rampage. Without warning, the beastly wolf creature suddenly lunges at us. She's far too nimble for me to react. As a last-ditch effort, I expose the sword in front of her and throw a flash at her eyes. Looks like this sword is useful only against beginners. Against the rage of mana, its stopping power is not enough. I don't seem to have a choice. I'm gonna have to hurt her for real. I'm gonna have to hurt her real bad. The main thing is to choose a spell that doesn't hurt other students. Unfortunately, the wolf does not give me time to think. The response flash act practically blinds me. And what trouble did I find here? Yet from out of nowhere, the sounds of magic warping the air is heard in the distance. Could it be? Is this my saving grace? It better be the headmistress master thing, I don't know. I opened my eyes to find out our very own headmaster in the flesh, rendering the wolf back to her original state, and unconscious to the ground. Another girl, the leopard, immediately begins to tend to her. She turns to me and gently smiles as I'm still paralyzed in fear from the oncoming attack. Then she confronts all the guards on duty. So who was it that allowed this to happen, Since when did my guards become so incompetent? I slightly lower my head in deference to her authority. Mistress Neoma, if I may. We were simply doing our duty, keeping our recruits in line. That is, until one defiant recruit caused a scene due to her belligerence. I think it's belligerence? It was something we didn't account for. Mistress Neoma lifts my head and directly looks at me, and we kiss. I'm just kidding. Hey, sleepy. You're jumping the gun, huh? And the guard behind me curtly is smiling. I see. I applaud your violent attempt to protect your fellow guard here. How sweetly noble of you, my lieutenant. She then abruptly faces away from me and surveys her recruits from a distance. But the way I see it is that one of my guards must have went out of line and initiated command on his own without my consent or permission, which, through such conduct, thereby violates the Empire's rule of law. Unless permissible by right or assumed through a change of command, all orders under the reigning authority of the jurisdiction must be obeyed. Ooh, so we messed up there. I mean the guy was being all badass and crap, right? Alright, welcome back. I'm sorry, that was a quick cut, really small cut. I just drank some tea. It's nighttime when I usually record, because hopefully nobody listens to my weird echoes or reading out loud voice. And as we all know, this camp is my jurisdiction. No such other shall supersede me. Okay, mistress. She turns to face us yet again and crouches down to confront the high guard who's still cowering in fear with his arms over his head. Isn't that right, Gladius? Yes, you're absolutely right, my mistress. See, it wasn't so hard to confess after all, was it? I mean, isn't it far better than dying, don't you think? He aches to respond. Don't you? Yes, of course, nothing is as bad as dying, mistress. You're absolutely correct. Great, I'm glad we're on the same page. Now the question remains, what shall I do with you? Should I pardon you or... pardon sounds very pleasant, mistress. I'll never disobey you ever again. See? I wouldn't be so sure about that. What I can make certain, however, is your long-awaited punishment, and you'll no longer be a thorn in my side. Punishment? But mistress, if you may, please find some forgiveness in your heart for me. But Mistress Neoma interjects and raises her right hand in preparation to unfurl some wicked magic against him. I think that's about enough from you. I'll do no such thing. You're terminated from your post. However, she summons a miniature portal in his midst, which must have transported him elsewhere. To her bedchambers. Hey, nah, I'm just kidding. No, she ain't that kind of person, I think. Somewhere dark and cruel. It's E. It's no wonder that the mistress sometimes called the Crimson Witch. Because even down there, she's crimson. Hey, oh my god, man, I'm down bad. And that's that. Okay, now back to business. Assuming command, she calls all my guards and recruits alike in working order. Guards, back to your posts. Recruits, please stand in formation for me. They're too hesitant to obey, and for good reason. The mistress did show her dark powers in plain sight after all. My children, I understand what you all must be feeling, but I sincerely apologize that you all had to witness how cruel absolute judgment can be. Sorry about that, I coughed. You have my promise, however, that I will not... You have my promise, however, that I will not lay a finger on any of you. All of you are too far... what the hell, Steve? All of you are far too precious for me to give up. So please, if you will, stand in line for me. I'll be ever grateful for your obedience. They slowly gathered themselves together, and one by one they all followed what was asked, excluding the wolf who's now laid against a tree, still unconscious. Yes, that's it. Come on, don't be shy. The conscripts all begin to comply to your authority, afraid that they might share the same fate as Gladius. I guess Gladius isn't so glad now. I guess you gotta be Sadius after what happened. Good, very good. Your attention and cooperation is very much appreciated. In fact, it will make your lives easier. Mistress Neoma paces back and forth with her hands behind her back. I know all of you must feel distraught over being captured against your will. But let me assure you that this is for your own good. As you might already have experienced for yourself, each of you has a latent propensity for magic, and each of you can harness the mana flow that surrounds all of us in all living things. This is by no means a mistake. Not all individuals will be given such a blessing, a gift from the gods as it were to be. She pauses, then resumes her speech. To be extraordinary, and many warriors and cultists who have yet to taste this kind of power envy the potential that you all possess. In other words, you're all to die for. The newcomers shiver upon hearing these words, especially the die for part, I guess. On the contrary, by the public, you're all hated, detested, feared. Feared for your power, feared over the very fiend that lies within you, waiting to be unleashed by impulse. And this is why you are all here. The reason of your vicious transformations is because you're all mana addicted, and for the sake of our security, you are in need of rehabilitation. Oh, it is rehab. Equally, I shall see to it that your talent shall not be wasted. Upon completion of your training and the trials, you will be admitted to the academy. Despite being given this opportunity, the recruits don't bat an eye. Why should they serve the Empire when they've been abandoned, tossed aside, and now forced to be held hostage as potential students of the Academy? Well, regardless of how they feel, I would take the deal 100% of the time. If they were to return to their former lives, they'd be returning to a world of poverty and misfortune. If anything, they should be blessed that this opportunity is even available to them. They'll have everything they could want and more. Do not fret. As a fellow graduate of the Academy, I shall see to it that you all are properly equipped and taken care of. Any misconduct, mischief, violence, and rebelling of any kind shall not... shall not be tolerated. Finally, you shall abide to the rules of the camp at all times, and as long as you're under my supervision, my authority and rule here trumps all else. Is that clear? Without uttering words, the line of recruits nod in agreement. They have no choice but to comply to Neoma's demands. Good. Mistress Neoma then turns to me and whispers quietly at my side. Let's bang. You're down, huh? You naughty... you sly dog, you. If you will, please resume command on my behalf as I place these recruits under your trust. You know what you must do. Do not disappoint. I bow out of courtesy. Yes, madame. How glad I am to have someone as dependable as you. She smiles quietly towards me and then fades into the shadows without a trace. As she leaves, I assume command. Guards, take them to their quarters. I'll deal with them later via training. Right away, sir. At my word, the guards escort them as a group to the housing complexes. Well, looks like we're going to have a good batch of talented recruits. It's time to make them the best of the best. Day 0, we have 100 energy, fatigue, so I'm assuming we have to rest or something. Go for a walk with Lucy. I can afford to relax. What the hell, man? I can afford to relax. Maybe Lucy will agree to spend her free time with me. For my first recruit, the guards bring over a short green-haired and somewhat busty leopard through the gates. Oh my... Whoa! Not safe for work, for YouTube. Looking down on her, she nervously stands in place with her head lowered. Just based on first impressions, I can't say that she's combat-ready material. There's no doubt that I have to really get this girl in shape. On the bed, or in the bed, Maybe it's the first recruit. I should test her with a question. So, do you know why you're here? The leopard anxiously looks at me and silently squirms over the question I asked her. Then she finally responds. Do you mean why I'm here, or why I'm facing you, or why you're facing me? I expect that you already know why you're here. After all, it must be obvious by the way that we abducted you from your precious home. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Don't play stupid. All the candidates we gathered were brought here against their will. Kidnapping, huh? Abductions. By the looks of it, she must be in denial. Oh. So why are you here? I don't know, sir. You're here with me because you're due for training and rehabilitation. As much as you want to run away or deny it, you're man addicted to the core. When it comes down to it, you've got the uncontrollable urge to blindly consume all the mana around you. Do you understand? I think so. I move closer to her. It's Lucy, sir. Lucy, okay, Lucy, a master, and I'll be your teacher. No need to call me sir, just call me Aster. Aster. Why Aster? I keep saying Aster, man, sorry. Okay. Alright, okay. I'll have to whip her up in shape for her to get used to the regime. I know what you're talking about, man. Corrupted. But the fact that she's here means that she must have some capability or talent. So hopefully I'll be able to pry that out. Where do I begin though? Ooh, this is the toughie. For her, it'd go hard. I think I should be hard on her. She needs to learn for herself quickly. And because of that, where's the save button? You know, I just wanna, how do we save here? Interesting. I could not click on the first, card tile for the save. Back. So I'm just going to get right down to it, and I'm not going to wait until you're caught up. It's time to test your mana. There's no time to waste. But I still don't know what to do. You better start learning now. I don't care how you get your mana flow out as long as you're able to do so. I don't. That's your problem, not mine. Figure it out on your own. This is the first step of your training. Okay. She lowers her head and begins to murmur to herself as she sits herself down. I don't know what could be going on in her head, but she's training to produce mana. She expresses a multitude of emotions. But then, within minutes from out of nowhere, a small blue mystical aura suddenly surrounds her. It's much smaller than I expected, but this is it. This is it, fam. I think I'm getting it. Yes, I'm getting it. Surprisingly, however, she hasn't transformed, unlike the wolf that I encountered at the gate. I wonder why that is. Is she truly mana addicted after all? The symptoms seem to be there, the slight cravings, the aura, the delirious behavior, but I suppose she's less so than her peers. Okay, that's enough. I've seen enough. Oh, did I do something wrong? No, you did great, just great. We're done for today. Okay. Although I don't know exactly where to place her, she's quite the special candidate for sure. After all, sometimes it's the silent ones that are the most dangerous. We still have enough energy. Interesting. Can we save? Okay, let's save before I you know what I'm talking about. Alright, everybody, I'll be ending this video right here. Hopefully you liked the video, maybe you like this sort of thing. You subscribe to support this channel, and thank you for watching. I appreciate any view, subscribe, like, any of that. I love it. Bye, good luck, stay safe.